Welcome
Welcome.
to Shade.
Welcome back.
Okay. Welcome
Welcome.
to Shade in the City. I am your girl Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we are closing out season 6, or at least part 1 of season 6 if they're
I
gonna
don't
do.
know if you saw, but it said 2023. There will be a new season.
Oh, so I guess maybe they're just gonna go ahead and move on to Dallas. I don't know. I don't think they're bringing Miami
I
back.
don't know where they're going, but it did say there was another season coming 2023.
I imagine it would be Dallas. I would think that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the second part of Miami. Who knows? But anyway, so thank you guys for sticking with us through this lovely process that we call Ready to Love. We appreciate your support. And if you haven't already hit the like button, please make sure you do so.
And the subscribe button.
And y'all, you know we got to get into it and fill y'all in on the rest of the reunion. And I mean, it was giving. It really wasn't giving. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that we already know. But, you know, we're going to get into it. And let's talk about it. And let's get shady. So we're picking up where we left off.
Right where we left off.
Are still going at it. Sharisse jumps in her face for threatening her. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kayla jumps in and tries to defend Sharisse. He's like, you ain't gonna be talking to my friend like that. And I was like, I did not see y'all being friends, but okay. Katie says she'll be all the bitches up. So I need you to have several seats, Kayla, for you catch one for your homegirl. Now, Looney offers to let Sharisse come over to their side because she's like, this is just stupid. And I'm sure they've been there for hours since early morning. She's probably ready to go to hell home. Now, Looney tells him to calm down. They didn't have a great bond and get the hell over it. Katie apologized to Tommy for her behavior, but says as soon as they stop shooting, Sharisse will basically be smiling in the face.
No, let's be clear. She apologized for getting out of character.
Oh, yeah. Well, getting out of character. She didn't apologize to Sharisse. That was never going to
happen. My thing is, you were in character.
I was going to say, we know
you were apologizing for being yourself.
Right.
You were in character.
And then at some point, she talks about Sharisse smiling in her face while the camera, and then as soon as they stop shooting,
she said something like, she said, oh, sister, or something like that. Like she whispered or something like that. And now she's talking about I said what I said.
Right. She says she can't do the fakeness. So she talks about, she'll fool you and make you think it's a safe space when it really isn't. And we know what she's talking about, how she bought it from sugar daddies. Now,
is that what you got?
Oh, that's definitely what I got.
Wow. You know what?
She thought she found her homegirl. It's Miami. She thought she found her homegirl and she was going to take her out and they was going to go spend the sugar daddy's money. When you have a man that you don't care about, he's paying. Oh, absolutely. Bring your girls for the fun. Why not?
Well, you know what though? In Sharisse's defense, okay, it was a safe space because we didn't know about it until Katie and you started treating her like shit and telling her you wasn't your friend. She wasn't your friend. So she like, well, bitch, if you ain't my friend, why the fuck I need to keep your secrets, bitch? I don't know you like that. Remember, we just here for the process.
Well, there's that part, you guys. So Kayla begins to get emotional and says that she doesn't understand why Black women continue to do this to each other.
Oh my God, the eye roll she got.
Right, because all them faces that you were making when Brandy was up there, what happened to the Black girl power, Black girl magic then, Kayla?
She was like, she's so sick of the Black women arguing and all this other shit. Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody on stage was like the nerve of this bitch.
The nerve. So then Tommy asked Mike in his opinion, and he's like, I ain't got nothing to say. If it ain't about Brandy, I ain't got nothing to add. He said these women be messing with him and he just be over here trying to chill.
Oh, let me tell you something. If I was Brandy in that moment, I was like, look, Trace.
Right.
Girl, if it ain't about what? If it ain't about who?
Me.
Nigga, what?
So Tommy tells them where they're there to find love, but they need to find peace. And whether it be on or off camera, and makes them realize that they need to set an example for the viewers that are watching. Now he moves on to Justice's segment of the show. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Y'all, this is probably how I almost forgot he was on the show. And I don't know how, because we dedicated a whole review to
I
him.
didn't, but I wish Nephew Tommy did.
So yeah, Tommy asked Justice about his unique understanding of the process. He felt he was pursuing the lady.
Justice.
Huh? Oh yeah,
it's the pursuit of justice.
He felt he was pursuing the ladies and wasn't getting anything back. He wasn't sure what they were on, is his story. And he says that it wasn't in him to date 10 women at a time. Now, while Justice is talking, Looney is over here making hella faces, but you could tell she's trying to.
I didn't know their connection was like that.
Apparently it was.
So much shit be happening off of camera. I need somebody to walk around. I need some after camera footage. Some after, right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, Kadian's on stage with her, and she's like, well, what happened with you and Looney? Because she was vouching for you in the ladies' lounge, and she always rode for you. And he's like, well, Looney's very dope because, but he says with everything going on, he feels that, they can be friends and remain cool and cordial. Looney says, oh, can we?
But he was like, oh, if it's a true connection, you got to separate and then come back.
He says that he believes in being friends first and then being best of friends. Tommy asks where Looney is with this, and she says she's not interested in fakeness. She says there was a lot she didn't like, and they're not friends, and they don't talk, and she believes it's unfortunate. When Tommy questions who pulled back, she said Justice did. And as I said, he said there's nothing wrong with her. He just believes there's an order in how relationships should go. And so he feels like maybe they'll be able to do that once they leave this process and, be able to do that in real life. And Kayla questions what he means by all in. And he says, what the fuck?
Well, because she was like, are you saying like full committed, like monogamous? And is that what you were offering?
Right. You're right.
And he's like, well, now you're putting it in a box and you're putting titles on it. And Kayla's like, no.
Right.
Like, that's not what I mean. He's like, okay, so can I answer? You're going to let me answer? You're going to do the answer for me? Like, no, nigga, what I'm saying is I need clarification. I need you to understand what the fuck I'm asking. He says that love doesn't have boundaries. He doesn't have a box. We don't have a box in our connection. And he says, in this case, it became difficult when, you have like different energies through this process. And he felt that it was better to just, step away rather than hurting her. So Katie is like, okay, well, I understand what he's saying. And nephew Tommy said, it's too much going on. And Kayla said it's confusing, which it was. It was confusing. That's what I don't know. Like Kadian, when she says shit, I feel like she's being combative. She's doing it to start drama. She's doing it to get a reaction. I felt like Kayla was asking her questions and making her commentary for clarification. You know what I'm saying? So Looney left the stage. She's upset. She left the stage. Basically, she went backstage. She was just like, this is too much. Justice actually went backstage to check on her. And, she asked him for some time. And, he decided he's going to give it to her. So back on stage, Kayla says that, she's been out with them. And she knows for a fact that they care about each other. Which is why I felt like she felt the need to even speak up.
Gotcha.
Jamala says that she understands where he's coming from. Though, when you're somebody's top connection, you have to see and have to go through it. The nerve of you, Jamala. The motherfucking nerve. Okay?
Ain't that the pot?
Calling the what?
About the kettle.
Justice came back, let everybody know she's doing okay, but he got to give her space. Nephew Tommy said, I got a final question for you. He asked him, is it possible for you to become friends from where they are right now. And basically he said, if she's willing, but he believes it'll be a matter of time, and says he just wanted it to be done so they could, get to the real stuff. And says it's not that it wasn't real, but it involved multiple energies. And he just wanted it to be a one-on-one type of thing. And so, focus on us and move forward. And what I think he's trying to say by that was, so what I picked up was when Looney came back from her COVID scare, everybody was on her, is what I noticed. Everybody wanted a date with Looney. Everybody was feeling Looney. And maybe Justice wasn't really feeling that. Looney,
I can see that because he got turned off at the other date, the group date.
Looney liked Justice, but I think Justice didn't like, and this is only breaking down his explanation. This is not what I saw, but this is breaking down his explanation. Justice didn't like the fact that all the dudes wanted Looney and wanted to take her out and whatever. So he's saying all these different energies, talking about all the different dudes. He didn't like that they was all on her, and wanted to wait till the process was over. Or I don't know why he couldn't tell her that or whatever, but
right.
Once the process was over, now everybody done chose who they wanted. Everybody's off doing their own thing, and now it could just be me and you.
I feel like
But I feel like he could have just communicated that if that was the actual case, that I still choose you after the process. He says that his goal now is to work on the things that the ladies were saying, as far as his delivery and the way he came across, how he speaks. And he said he's taking all that into consideration. Let's hope so. So Looney and Justice, they stepped outside to have a conversation, and he let her know that he thought that they could be friends, but he felt like he had to separate them and come back at a proper time for them to be human. I don't know why he's talking like they're aliens with these I'm serious, with these energies and these human, like, dude, why can't you just say, like, I had to separate because you was around a whole bunch of niggas and I ain't like that shit, and now we can come back and really figure out what the real shit is, what we can do. So Looney says, this is a lie, and she doesn't even know after the conversation that they had. Like, she don't know. She don't know what the fuck to think. And he says that he can't put himself in her shoes. And maybe you're not gonna like me today, maybe you ain't gonna like me tomorrow. And basically, I'm still blocked on all social media platforms. Everything except your phone, because clearly you like to see me text and just ignore my shit. And basically, they both started busting out laughing. So I guess he felt like, that was a little opening. He's like, are we good? She said yes. He was like, can we go get drinks? She was like, we can. So they hugged it out, and it seemed like after that they was good because they was all hugged up on the couch,
yes,
moving forward. Then nephew Tommy brought out Sampson. He asked Sampson, what's up with your gift giving? And let me tell you something. I don't know. Most of the ladies, or some of the ladies, had a problem with this. I did not have a problem with this.
Right.
And he says basically that's what he was taught. He was taught that if a woman is giving you her time, the least you can do is bring something meaningful along. I said, Sampson, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Sampson. If you didn't give me with nothing else, sir, you got me with this. I love that, because let's not get it twisted, dudes. We understand y'all take time and, plan shit out or whatever. But as a woman, it takes time, okay? And we might plan shit out days ahead of time, okay, to go out with you motherfuckers. So yes, a token of appreciation is a beautiful thing. I thought that was super dope.
Right.
And basically, he said some of the ladies really appreciated it, and if somebody gave him something, he would appreciate it.
Well,
so basically, he says, some of the ladies even still have some of the gifts still growing in their homes. Nephew Tommy asked the ladies what type of vibe they were getting from Sampson, and Looney says she was definitely getting perfect gentleman type of vibe, but also friend vibe. He was giving friend.
Yeah.
Shakira says watching him on the other dates and giving gifts confirms that he is a gentleman. And then, you know, he was giving a little bit of himself to, you know, like each person. And it shows that he was listening. And I think that's what it was for me.
Right.
To me, that's that. And I think that's for anybody that's their love language, the gift giving.
Right.
It shows that you're listening. It shows that you're paying attention physically. And, you know, she says that she respects him and she wishes him the best. And he knows how she feels about him. Brandy said that she also feels that he's genuine, but there was, you know, a certain threshold that they needed to go past. And, you know, they really never really, like, it was beyond the friend threshold, but not
Yeah.
too
He
much
wasn't
past
moving
that.
it forward, is what she said.
Yeah, basically. Sharisse
Yes.
said she was willing to give him a chance, okay, because her whole heart was in it. Sampson says every other woman understood who the hell I was
More than she did.
more than she did, and that's unfortunate, okay, because that's where I invested most of my time. Basically, she was like that. I just wanted to be claimed. Sharisse said that she just wanted him to say, it's me and you, and that's it. And says actions speak louder than words. She couldn't see what he was doing with anybody else. And, you know, he said, okay, well, to me, it didn't matter what she was doing with anybody else. And I don't remember whether, I feel like was it Katie? Somebody said that it was some narcissistic shit.
Kayla.
Because
Kayla
I felt the same
Swayze.
fucking way. What you're not about to do is sit up here and tell me you don't care what nobody else is doing with me when you know I've made it clear that you are my one and only connection and I'm not doing shit with nobody else. That's what you're not about to do. And I wish she would have called his ass out on stage, because I'm showing, telling that, hello, you have no reason to worry. And I'm asking you for the same thing, but you can't give it to me. And you over here telling me, oh, I'm not worried about nobody else. Nigga, because I made it clear you don't need to.
Well,
that was some narcissistic shit. And basically said, you know, he was hoping she could do the same for him. Boy, bye. Stop it.
Sampson says for him, love is reciprocation. And he believed in Sharisse despite everything that was going on.
Sir. Oh my God, Sharisse.
Booty interjects and tries to explain that Sharisse just wanted to be held to a higher standard.
Thank you, Looney, for you saying it, because Sharisse clearly could not.
So she admits that she didn't know if he was genuinely interested in her either. And Tommy asks if there's a communication problem, and Sharisse believes it may have been, and everyone else was staking their claim. So she wanted the same thing from Sampson, naturally. And
I wouldn't have took responsibility for that.
Sampson said this isn't the first time that he's heard this from Sharisse, and says that
that's why I wouldn't take responsibility for it, because I said it over and over and over and over again. There's a listening problem. Sampson a comprehension problem.
You're so funny. He says that, you know, he talked to her throughout the day, and she's like, but you talk to everyone. And he's like, but I talk to you the most.
I talk to you in the morning, nigga. I send you a good morning text, so that means I like you the most. Fuck out of here. Kiss my ass. And how the fuck I know? Look, like she said, how the fuck I know you ain't sending other good morning texts in the morning to everybody else?
Sharisse basically says that you wouldn't communicate to your other connections how you felt about me. Sampson says in this process, basically, if any of the men would have done that. And then I got lost because he talks about spending the rest of his life with Sharisse. Is like, no, nobody said that.
And I ain't even put that down.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I didn't understand that back and forth. Mike does cut in and says that Sharisse is a dominant female and wants someone who's basically going to show up for her and pursue her. However, it's up to Sampson to decide if he wants to do that. Now, Tommy asked about Sampson's love life now, and he admits that he is dating someone that he met in church. And Kayla is backstage.
That has been friends with for a while.
Right. Now, Tommy asks where Sharisse is, and she says she popping. I said, okay. She says she's surprised, though, because Sampson was telling her how he wishes things could have been different. But she congratulates him and wishes him the best. And Tommy says he hopes that they find love somewhere away from him. So we jump into the journey that is Kadian and Swayze. Tommy asks how we got to this place, especially after how we last left them. Swayze says she called and texted him after that. And so he felt she must really love him.
Because that take a lot, especially for a woman.
Right.
It take a lot. That's some pride, boy. That is eating some pride.
And so Tommy asked her what made her reach out. She says that they were spending so much time together and she just kind of really wanted to know if it was real or not. Looney is now sitting beside Justice, as we talked about, and she is all over him. While at this point, Trinika is holding LJ's hand. Everybody is in the mood of love, I guess.
Oh, I missed that.
No, I caught it. Like an embrace, like interlocked fingers, hands holding.
Okay.
I said, I wonder if Sharisse and all them other ladies every night of the week saw. But anyway, Tommy talks about their communication issues. Swayze says it's not perfect, but they agree they're happy they got that out the way during the process. Swayze talks about how he didn't like how black women have an issue with any time a black man dates outside his race, and I love how Looney cleared that up. And Looney explains to Swayze that it's not just about a black man dating outside of race, it's the exclusion of black women. When you're a black man, tells him that it's about whether you say basically whether you date black women at all or not, and when you close yourself off as a black man. So when Tommy asked him to set the record straight, he said, "Of course he dates black women. His girl is black." And
I thought it was hilarious. Like he was like it was a dumb question.
Right.
Let me say something, and that's what I said when even Kadian said it. Like, woman, you're black. He's dating you. Like he's like my girl. He's like my girl is black.
Right.
Like, I mean, I guess
maybe because at that time she wasn't sure because she wasn't his girl yet. So maybe she felt like
I wouldn't even entertain you though. If I don't date black women, I would not entertain.
I agree with you, but you know. So Tommy asked Kadian what the future holds for them, and she says she feels Swayze is her soulmate, or her soulmate real bad, real bad.
I ain't gonna lie, that was cute.
So Swayze says the feeling is mutual. Then we jump into the segment that is Randall and all of his connections. So Tommy jokes how he ended up with more connections than Southwest Airlines. Tommy asked how it was being in a house with 3 ladies, and he says that it was a pressure cooker.
With nowhere to go.
Right. Kadian says backstage she doesn't feel bad for Randall, and he should have been made a clear decision. I was like, well, that well said, Kadian, for once. Mother may I. You right. Now, I'm sorry, Randall says that he thinks he moves too fast at times instead of really taking his time and making a sound decision, which you can basically tell bothers out of Jamala. Because basically he's saying he felt like he was rushed to make a decision, and if he could have thought it through, it might not have been Jamala, is what I got from that.
Or I also took it as like explore his options
a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Tommy
everybody knows how long the process is, but explore his options a little bit more.
Okay. So Tommy brings up the heated argument between Jamala and Randall. Speaking of the devil. And he says that that was just Jamala expressing how she felt. That's just what she did.
He used to it.
So Jamala says that's because Randall was supposed to go let Kayla know what it was, and he wasn't moving forward with her. And Kayla seems blindsided by this. Like, he was supposed to do what at the house? He was okay.
I feel like that was just Jamala telling him to do it. That doesn't mean he said he was going to do it.
Right. Now, Jamala says it was about the boundaries for her and basically seeing Kayla in his room. Randall feels like Jamala should have trusted him to handle that situation. And she says if he would have told her that basically that's how he was moving and he needed his space and his time in the house, she would have said, "Do you, boo-boo?"
Kayla started busting out laughing.
Kayla is now on the other side.
Like, if that was the case, then why'd you come in packing up your shit? Act like a little baby, bitch.
Right. She's like, if she was so secure, she would have allowed Randall to do that in the house. The ladies start to engage in an argument. And then at some point, Trinika calls out Jamala and tells her Randall don't even claim her outside the show. Well, now
that burns.
April is backstage saying that the ladies' personalities are too strong for him. Randall says he's still figuring it out. They admit they are dating other people. He admits he's actually went out with some of the other ladies, and Kayla sits across it and she says, yeah, their connection has gotten a lot stronger since
I feel like that's what did it for Jamala. That he was dating them still, not just people outside. Like it was them. That was like the done deal.
Kayla does say their connection has grown since the show aired. Tommy tells him he hopes he figures out this square that he has, and Shanika makes it very clear she is not part of that.
It's still a triangle, boo. Still a triangle.
Right. She says, look, she'd rather deal with LJ. Okay. She said that
she's like, at least I know what I'm getting. Goddamn it.
Right. She said Randall likes to play in traffic, and she likes to tell him, and she said she don't do that.
She said she liked to play in traffic too. She liked to date a whole bunch of men.
That's why her and LJ work.
So we do the rundown, of course, on Mike and Brandy and their journey and how they connected from the beginning, even though Kayla does not want to hear that. And of course,
all that black girl energy went out the window.
Yes, she is giving faces. Mike says their connection was instant. It was magnetic. Okay. And Brandy said when she initially saw him, she was like, oh, who the fuck is he and where did he come from? Girl, me
but it reminds me that there I go
again.
That's my weakness, man. Okay, then chilling. Minding my
business. Like, we will keep on going. Girl, we are showing our age. Cut it out. And she says that she felt like he was shy, but he still had confidence. And says, he came to her and was basically like, I want to let you know I'm checking you out. I said, tell you something, Mike. Boy. I only got a few favorites from these damn Ready to Love seasons, okay?
But Mike is definitely one of them.
He is one of my favorites. She says that she wants to be pursued. She wants to be chosen and put on a pedestal. And Mike gave her all of that. He says, what first attracted him to her was her natural beauty. And he's seen her without her makeup. Okay. She looked the same. And he didn't, he's not trying to just go off of lust, but she's a baddie with or without makeup. He said that he could tell that, she's a good-hearted person. She's loyal. He says that when he found out that she had never been in a steady relationship, he felt the need, to step in like Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Show her
how a real man is supposed to treat her. Mike, Jesus, okay. I know Brady wanted to take his ass backstage to the car. I don't give a damn. She like, nigga, we need to. Let's go.
You know what it gives me? Like sweet morning dew.
Wow.
Look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
Let me tell you something. I know I was not the only one loving Mike in this moment.
Right. No, okay. All the girls. Luna was like, I'm about to cry. This man, it was giving. Tommy,
everybody chose. I just
want to be at the wedding.
Listen, all of y'all chose wrong. All of y'all chose wrong. Okay? It was Mike. It was always Mike.
It was always Mike.
It was always Mike. Okay? So Nephew Tommy asked how hard it was for him to be torn between Brady and Kayla. Let me tell you something. It just gets better and fucking better. Right? He said I wasn't torn. It wasn't hard, to be honest with you.
Kayla.
I said, let me tell you something. That alone, let me tell you something. That alone, right there, I'd have been secretly trying to rub. Look, what was the term that Jamala used?
Oh, I would have been trying to rub his scrotum, tickle his scrotum.
Tickle his scrotum right there on the motherfucking stage in secret. Okay, look, let me put this little flap to my dress over your lap, sir. What? Okay.
Yeah,
Nigga,
that was
what?
funny.
This nigga said I wasn't torn. Okay, it wasn't hard. Kayla, you better stop making them faces, bitch. You making yourself look stupid.
Okay.
All right. He said he was just doing what he was told. He was going through the process. And of course, he built a connection. He built a connection with Kayla, and they had a mutual understanding and agreement. He said he respects how she moves, and he did what was best for him. And, he's sure she did what was best for her. Nephew Tommy asked Kayla, was it hard to watch him choose Brandy at the end? And she says it was difficult because no one wants to feel rejected. And ultimately, she's happy for Mike and she wishes them the best. He's a lying ass. But you know what? I respect it because you don't want to look
Right.
dumb no more. Nephew Tommy asked, what is their relationship status? And she said, we booed up real bad.
Real
Real
bad.
bad.
We go together real bad.
Love this part of the fucking, oh my God. Okay. Nephew Tommy like, okay, I know what that means. That mean that y'all, like, you, Mike, you over her house like all the time. You spending the night. Mike was like, that part. We working on that baby. We working on that baby, bruh. Okay, so he asked Mike where he sees him, and he says definitely dating exclusively. Then getting engaged, getting married, and has the potential. Like she has the potential, like for all of that. And Brandy was like, you know what, this just made my heart jump because it's my first time hearing him say that. And she says that, for the future, she desires to be a wife, a mother, have love, marriage, happiness. Nephew Tommy told them congratulations that they found love. And that's truly the purpose of this journey. Now you just have to hold on to it and make it your own journey. My Jesus. Okay. Then they, show some funny moments and stuff like that like was never seen. We find out Swayze had a threesome. Apparently Kadian is not surprised because she knows her man is a slut. Apparently Sampson is
You
kinky.
had a threesome with the ladies on the show?
No. It was just like a
Oh.
thing where they like asked if like you ever had a threesome.
Oh, I was
Like a
like,
truth and dare
okay.
type of thing. Apparently Sampson is kinky. Brandy said, he used that word like that's like some old man shit. Like the fuck that was like, I'm a little kinky.
Right.
Justice, this shit was hilarious. Had a roach crawl on his shoe while he was in the confessional and lost his shit. Tommy actually asked him, dude, what the fuck took you so long to kill a roach? He's like, that shit was huge. I believe you. Them palmetto bugs out there is no joke, homie.
That's
And I'm
true.
surprised you was able to kill it with your shoe, if that's what you killed it with. Then apparently, Trinika, she had some Chinese bells while she was in the house. She was explaining that the frequency from the sound breaks the stagnant energy and it feels the vibration. So there's a healing element to it. Apparently, also, Cal and April have exchanged numbers. So,
I saw that happening
they
backstage. They're
plan to
both
see
from the
where
same.
they plan to see where
They
it
both West
goes.
Palm babies, I think they said.
You saw what?
They're both from West Palm, is what I got.
Who knows? They might do Broward next. Um, well, I mean, West Palm is not Broward, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Jamala says that she definitely was invested with her main connection and willing to go all the way based on what she had built on and off camera. But it's unfortunate that her main connection leaves here without a romantic connection with her as well as a friendship. Randall is asked if he has any words, and he has none.
Because
Kayla
he just
says
pointed
that
out.
she really hopes um, that, basically they can all find a better way to communicate as Black people and represent Black excellence.
But thank you guys for tuning in. We are
Yes,
capping
thank
off.
you. I would like to say, Mike and Brandy, we would love to have you for an interview because I always knew y'all are giving
She
y'all
did.
are giving Joy and Clifton energy. Like seriously, y'all were giving Joy and Clifton energy. We would love to have y'all.
Nels,
and hear your love journey.
I'm gonna give her that. She did say that. And next season we're taking bets. But
Yes, we are.
yes, thank you guys so much for sticking with us through this season of Ready to Love, season 6. If you have not already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And please make sure you join us next season, which Nels let us know will be coming back 2023. Did you say January?
I didn't say when. It just said 2023.
Oh, well, that's good. It might not be till. So yeah, they're probably going to Dallas. That means they're probably not doing another season in Florida. They're probably going to Dallas. I would.
That's probably why we didn't get too much information on it. It's probably like
it's gonna take a hiatus for a while. But yes, thank you guys so much, and y'all happy Halloween and have a good night.
Mwah. Good night.
Good night.